And welcome back to the STBN server. I'm the Colonel. Thank you for joining me today. We're finally back working on the curling rink. And just after I logged in, everybody else seems to be on. Although Chuff was actually on before I was. But anyway, we'll try and ignore the shenanigans going on in chat. So what I want to do today is I want to get the scoreboard in, and I've tried a couple of different designs for the scoreboard. None I was really happy with, and some that I couldn't get to work. The limited space that we have here, if I was to put, let's say, the red up the top and the yellow down the bottom, you wouldn't see it from the other side of the rink, right? So you're down here, you won't see the red at the top. So that really wasn't a workable solution, and the closer I put them together, the less possible it became that I could do what I wanted to do. So what I ended up deciding on was to put together a 7-segment display. You've seen them, I'm sure you've seen them in a couple of different places. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna destroy some carpet here to make it a little easier for me to maneuver. Okay, because we're gonna have to dig down one. So basically what I've got, I decided on a design. It's a very compact design for the 7-segment display, and it is by a guy that goes on YouTube by Invisible Minecraft, and I guess his design for the 7-segment display will also work for the PS4 and for the Xbox versions, but that really doesn't apply to us. But it will work, and I have tested it already. It does work for us here in PC Minecraft. So we are going to get our 7-segment display ready, and you know what? I just realized I don't think I have enough lamps. Man, I don't. I just spent like the last 30 minutes getting all the materials together, and the most important piece I completely forgot. Oh man, and I'm out of redstone again. I'm gonna have to go mining again. Oh my lord. So let's just flesh out the how it's gonna look. I'll have to go pick that stuff up, man. That's So this is our 7-segment display for the red side. And let's see. So let's, for giggles, put in, let's use some cobblestone for now. So we've got our 5, 1, there we go. So that's what it's going to look like, and we'll put our red wool in here and our red wool in here, and then we'll do the same over here for the yellow. And so as I say, I chose the design because it was very compact. We don't have a lot of space to work with back here, and I believe it will fit exactly within the space that we have, which is great. So that is a bonus. And it is, I don't believe it's very laggy. It's supposed to be very efficient. So got that going for us. There we go. Alright, so there's the yellow and the yellow. Okay, so we're gonna have in the middle a black section, and I don't have the material on me for that. So we'll probably actually leave this open for now. So what we're going to do is we're going to first go and get some lights. You know what? I think I know where I have some stored. So we'll get some lamps and put these back in, and then when we come back, we'll start building this. We do need to go down one, so let me do that while I'm here. And this will... it kind of consists of a few different circuits. I think that's the only space that we need. I hope. Yeah, I think this will do. Maybe not. Oh god, I hope it does. I don't want to have to move this wall back. So there's a few different circuits. So there's like a bottom circuit, and then there's a circuit that kind of goes on top of that deals with powering the lamps. And then there's another circuit that deals with the actual 7-segment display. And then there's a tower to basically power everything. So we're going to do it in little stages. I will put a link in the description below to the tutorial for this. So I'm not going to actually do every piece of it on camera, but we'll try and finish each segment and kind of show you as we go along how we're doing this. It's basically the same design. I have removed a piece of it. The design that he has includes a manual counter, which is what we're going to use, and it also has another feature for having it do a countdown, and we're not going to do that, so we're just going to do the manual counter because that's all we need. So let me get this material together, and we'll come back and start working on the bottom circuit. So apparently I have very low attention to detail. So I've put the lamps up here, and we're good to go there. Did a nice little trade with Derptator. Appreciate it. Gave him some name tags for a whole stack of redstone blocks, which is awesome. So I come back here, and I put the lamps back in, and I calculate how far back I'm going here, and I am not going back nearly far enough. Going back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I really need to go back about 14 blocks. So this is not going to bode well. Oh man. So I'm going to have to knock this back part out. I'm not sure what I'm going to do back here. Maybe just extend everything back. I mean, this thing is already super long as it is, but got to do what we got to do, I guess. So let's see. I think I'll put the lights over here. Okay, so let's get started on this first one. So we're going to basically put 2 buttons in, and we're going to put them right here. What? Oh crap. I hadn't thought of that. Ew. Maybe what we do is we turn this stuff into actual wool blocks. Oh. And just have like a lip around. Maybe that is the way we go, I don't know. But we need to have the block here, or this button here, and we need to have that button there. So we need to have that open. I don't know, maybe we just remove the carpet here? I don't know. We'll have to figure something out there to make it not look derpy. So unfortunately, I lost all of the footage that I had recorded. I had done a lot of stuff with the scoreboard and all of the redstone that was associated with that. I also lost the end tracker that tells you, I guess in baseball parlance, is what inning it is. I'm most bummed about that because I came up with that on my own. So I'll walk you through it in a minute. You'll get to see it. But we did have to extend this last little rib out so that we had enough room for the scoreboard in the back. So this is a huge build. It wasn't really meant to be a huge build. It just kind of turned into that. So just do a quick little flyby here to show you what it looks like. It is complete. We'll have to do something about those sheep though. And so let's scoot down. Here's the front of the building, and we'll go inside and give you a quick little tour. Okay, so let's go inside here. Oops. Turn that off. So we go in, and this is the STBN Kerrneling Center. Thank you, Chuff, for the moniker. We may at some point do some pixel art on the back of a curling stone. I think I'd like to do that just because with Pudsey working on her build behind ours, I would assume that there's going to be a roadway back there at some point, so it'd be nice to identify that. So when you come into any curling building, the front room that has a bunch of windows so that you can spectate on the matches that are going on in the actual rink. This is the warm room, so it's a little warmer than the rest of the place. So this is
segment it off so we don't melt the ice. So everybody's got a little table here. Well, I guess there's no table, but there's little couches that we can sit in kibitz. We have some storage lockers, so any of the people that are actually playing matches can store their stuff here, if they so wish to do so. I really like the way that this front came out. I saw it on a build somewhere. Not a build, but a picture somewhere of a Kerrneling center. I think it was in Calgary. So it looked kind of nice, and it turned out good in Minecraft, so I'm very happy with that. So what I have done, there's a transition here. This carpet here is the carpet, and then this is an actual wool block. So the carpet here extends back here. I think we may put a bartender back here. I think that'd be cool. Stick something in here. So we'll decorate as we go, but primarily the build is complete. And I see you, Enderman turd, screwing up my my walkthrough, buddy. There you go. Give me your balls. Okay. He's got 3 balls. Going to specimen there. Alright, enough of that. So I've replaced all of the blocks around the arena with these blocks, the full wool blocks. So it made it a little more important that we deal with the lighting. So I had to do some creative stuff with the lighting and put some stuff on either side of this. I didn't want to have to do that, but it became necessary so that we would not have any seven light levels around here. I did see a creeper spawn over here, which kind of stopped my heart for a second. But we took care of him, and we took care of the lighting, so we shouldn't have that problem again. Let's see, what else? So around the entire rink, there is a carpet. So it's a little bit of a bumper, I guess. So I think it looks kind of cool. You kind of lose it when you're not at the right angle, but you do see it. So provides a little more depth, I think. So I enjoy it. I like it. We have our hacks here. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. I think that'll probably be explained when we go through an actual game, but just kind of highlight things. So the red team gets their red carpet pieces, and they'll throw those in toward the center, and they'll do it from here. You got the yellow team have theirs as well, so there's yellow and red. So we can either, have everybody thrown from this side. We could do two on two. So 2 shoot from that side, 2 shoot from this side. So we'll have to come up with some interesting rules as we go. So these guys are at a level above the ice that is not going to melt the ice, and it does provide enough that nothing spawns down here. So that's great. Let's see what else we got going on. We have our hog lines. So when you're coming up to throw your carpet or your stones into the middle, you can't cross the carpet line. So if you do, the lights go on. So it tells you that somebody violated the rules. So that doesn't count. So again, the objective is to get stuff closest to the center. So if there is a question about who is closest to the center, we can go up here. And we've managed to fill in all of these open spaces with some, I think this is light gray stained glass. And then we've got the rings. The color of the glass matches the color of the rings. And then we go to the center here, and we can see who's closest. And we'll be able to see the colors through the glass, so we can see how many of which is closer than the other. And then once we do that, we can come down here and keep score. So this, I'll put the description, the link in the description for this build. I think I may have mentioned it in a previous segment that I did manage to get recorded. And the guy goes by the name of Invisible Minecraft, and it's a very compact 7-segment display. I chose this because it's a full height, and you can actually see it from back down here. So rather than having the red up the top and you can't see anything and you can only see the yellow, I think this is a little more effective. So to increase the score, so let's say red got 2 points. We press this Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now? This was working perfectly. What is going on? This was working perfectly. Man. So the 2 works. So maybe I screwed up the 1. I'll have to look at the tape roll. So 2, 3, 4. I'm screwed something up down here. 5 works. I think this bottom row might always be on. 7. Yeah, looks like it. Interesting. Okay, so we'll have to figure out why that is. And then we go back to 0. So I wonder if I have the same problem over here. No. Okay, that's good. So when we start a new game, we can click on this, and it will put the first end up. So this is the first end, and then we'll go to the second end. And I think, you know, we don't want this game to last too long, so we'll just do 3 ends, and each person gets to shoot, I think 4 is what we're going to decide on ultimately. So, you know, it won't go... I mean, a normal curling match goes 9 ends, and each team throws 8 stones. So 8 and 8, that's 16 stones over 9 ends, and I think there's like an hour and a half or a 2-hour limit. We don't want to spend that much time on this. So 3 ends, each team gets to shoot 4 rocks into the middle. So I think that'll be good. So once we get to the third end, then we click it again, and it goes to a holding hopper, and then it just waits until we're ready to start a new game. Then we can reset the counters, just set them back to 0s, and then we can start a new game. So I'm hoping that we can get some sort of tournament going, a little bit of a bracket system. I think that'd be fun for everybody on the server. I'm not sure how we're going to structure that, and or if we're going to have any new folks coming on soon, but we'll see if we can figure something out. I'd like to get a demo game or something going on sometime in the next week or so that we can show this game off. I think it'll be a lot of fun. So let's take a look at the redstone behind this. It looks very, very complicated, and it kind of is. It's not super complicated, but it's up there. So everything from here over is related to the 7-segment display, and it's 7 wide and it's 14 deep, and it goes all the way back here and steps up there. I'm not going to walk through it. The different colors are kind of the different segments, the different circuits that are involved. The best way I can tell you that I can walk through this for you is to tell you to watch the tutorial. It's a very easy to follow tutorial. It's a very complicated design, but it's very effective. So I need to figure out why that bottom segment is powered. This is powered. Well, it should be powered. Let's see. Let's move this to 1. So why? There it is. Why are you being powered? I don't know why you're powered at all. Howdy, derp. I'll figure that out off camera. So this is what I'm most proud of. I'm trying to get this to work. I looked at a few different designs. Most of them involve pistons and sand and a bunch of other stuff, and I just did not have room. Most of them were pretty wide. I needed it to fall within 3 or 4 blocks maximum wide, so that I didn't interfere with this stuff over here or this stuff over here. And I think I managed to do that. So we are 3 wide, and then we're 4 wide back here for the holding area, but it doesn't impact the stuff back over here for this 7-segment display. So I'm very happy with that. So basically the push button comes in here, comes down here, and this is a pulse shortener, and it sends the pulse up here, and it goes into these droppers. So these droppers are all pointed this way. So this guy sends to this one, and then this guy sends up to the hoppers, and the hoppers send it back to the beginning. So in order to... Do I have a block on me? I don't. Oh, yeah, I do. There we go. So we have a comparator in each, coming off each of the droppers. So if there's something in the dropper, then it will power the appropriate redstone lamp. So what we do is we put a item in the first one. I think it's set, it's off right now, so it should be in this one. So the pulse will come up here and it will power all of these guys more or less at the same time. What I've found is that the only way that I can get this to work properly is to have the last in the line, the shortest delay, and then have the longest delay all the way to the beginning. It works out great because this is a 4-tick, 3-tick, 2-tick, 1-tick. So I guess this fires off before this one, so that what I was seeing was if I had them all set to the same tick delay, then this would go to here, no problem. This would go to here, and it would automatically flow into this one somehow. I don't know why this was different. Probably because the signal's coming in here and it's an extra tick delay to go to the front. I'm not sure, but this seems to fix it. So this works great. So if you're looking for a three lamp display kind of thing that you want to cycle from 1, 2, 3, this will work beautifully. So very happy with that because I came up with it on my own. It might look simple, and it probably is simple, but I'm very proud of it. So again, this one over here is another 7-segment display. It's the exact same duplicate of this. I really wanted to actually have this as a mirror of this, as opposed to a duplicate, a clone of this. So the button for this one is over on this side here, and the button for this one is also on the left side. So I wanted to kind of have it here, but when I started building it, everything was kind of backwards, and it just, everything was designed a certain way, and it just, I got really confused, and it just didn't work very well. So I stopped that. So, you know, we just put the button over there, and it works fine. So again, we had to bump up the back wall. So I think it looks pretty good. I was concerned about the lighting back here, so we had to put some extra torches in. Excuse me, but yeah, this took a while, and I'm really bummed that I lost the footage. I mean, I didn't go through it step by step, but I kind of did each circuit, and then kind of did a quick walkthrough of what it meant, what it was supposed to do. And now that everything's in place, it's really hard to get up there and explain it. So I highly recommend following the tutorial. It's a very well done tutorial. It's an older tutorial, but it still applies to what we're doing, and it's a good design. What can I say? I've seen the one that's on SMB Live, and it has like a vertical piston tape, which is what this is called. This one here seems to be a little, I don't know, it's definitely more compact, but I don't know, I prefer this one as opposed to the one that they have on SMB. They both do basically the same thing, so, you know, one design over another one, whatever you prefer, but I like this one here. So, mostly because my space was limited. So that's pretty much the curling rink. Not much else to the game. We'll have to work out some rules and mechanics and stuff. Maybe put them up on the wall and some signs or whatever. Or put some books together with the rules. But, you know, we'll probably make them up as we go, to be honest. So I'll have to figure out why that is not working. As I say, it was before, so I don't know what the deal is now. It's probably well, I don't know what it is. So I think we're going to wrap the episode here. It's a little bit of a short one, mostly because I lost all that footage, but hopefully this explanation and kind of walkthrough makes up for it. So we'll have to get some games going in the next little while. But I think the next project I have is to go back to the amphitheater and start working on the stage. It's been a long time coming, so hopefully we'll get to tackle that in the next episode, and hopefully you join me. So I do hope you enjoyed, and if you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them below. And until next episode, please do take care.